Welcome to Yin Yoga. Let's begin in butterfly position, or as Denise would like it, knees knocked and feet wide. So there's two kinds of positions. There's supine butterfly, or I call this constructive yoga pose. For the lower back, just knock your knees and get your feet as wide as you need. So you feel it in your back. Check which one is more effective. Once you've got the lower body, then you set up your arms for the upper body. The arms are set up in such a way that benefits your stretch in the shoulders, benefits this shoulder stretch posturally. Good. Let's begin to focus on the breathing. Equal count. Inhale, count of 4. Exhale, count of 4. So as you're breathing in, you should feel the navel region expanding, then your floating ribs expanding, and then the lungs expanding. When you exhale, you should feel like you can empty. We're going to use straps today for our practice. So I'd like you to allow the weight of the body, heavy body, this practice works well with gravity. So, you've got a strap here. So, let's take 10 more breaths. As you're here, you might want to, so those in butterfly, you might want to bring your knees up, get your feet slightly up wide. And for knees that are knocking, or just separate the knees so they're wider. And now, see if you can just go side to side and unwind that lower back a bit, all the way down or slightly down. And then without moving your feet, let the feet stay in the same place. Yeah, feet stay in the same place and move the knees slowly down to one side. Yeah, try a little more, Gulzar, a little more. And then use your abs and back muscles to bring the knees up and go slowly down the other side. So do this to track your range of motion in the lower back. So it's not vigorous, it's just very intentional, side to side. We're going to now pause on one side with a twist. So you've got a bolster close to you. I'll bring it for Denise. Actually, bring it from here. Just grab that bolster close to your body. Um, we're going to drop our legs over to the right side first. Okay? So I want you to keep your feet a little bit wide. I want you to keep your feet wide and then drop your legs to your, I'll bring the bolster for you, over to your right side. So keep your feet wide. That's like that, yeah. Yeah. Generally, what happens is we won't take the legs further because of the lower back. So your legs are a connection to your lower back. Drop in such a way that you can manage it. If it's painful, I want you to use the props to just manage the right turn towards your right side. Feet can come closer to your hips or further away from your hips as you can assess for your lower back. Yeah, it's a different way of doing the twist. This is exactly for your lower back. Good. Now, try to breathe with that same frequency. Inhale on a count of 4. Exhale on a count of 4. That number 4 can be a little faster paced or slower paced. Let's turn the face to one side as you are in the twist. Don't worry which side. And we'll treat that as a shoulder check. Yin for your shoulder check. Your legs haven't changed. Your face has turned to one side. Now begin that breathing with the count. We're here for a bit. We're in this pose, but we're going to work with the arms and the head movements. Okay. I'd like you safely to bring the head back to center and just pause and center for a bit. Leave the legs where they are. Keep breathing with that count as if nothing happened. Now turn only your face to the other side, only your face. And it doesn't matter how much you turn it. The neck is part of the spine that we're treating for yin. It's the upper end of your spine. While we've got the lower spine in another direction. Begin to breathe with that count. Let's safely bring the head back to center, only the head, and stay for a little while in center. Couple of breaths more. Let's engage the legs and bring them to center. And when you come back to center, you can choose to lengthen like Shavasana, or you can choose to unwind. Take an option. You can also just be still, you don't have to do anything. Now, before we do the other side, we're going to neutralize what's just happened to the hips. Let's take the left knee towards the chest and use your hands or use the strap, whichever is best. So the strap is close by. We'll soon be taking that leg up. I'll just bring the strap close to you. As your knee comes towards your chest, do you feel like unwinding the leg, or should you keep your leg still? Take that option. And now let's use that breath. Inhale on that count. And exhale. Safely, let's send the left leg up to the sky. You can choose the strap. If you prefer not to, you could do it without the strap. Now, As you get the leg up, harmony in your hands. So by creating that harmony in your hands, we're treating the shoulders and the broad frame of the shoulders. As you breathe, feel the breath expand the lower region of your lungs. So that will be abdominal region and then the upper region. One more breath. Let's bring the foot down. Bring the foot down. Choose to unwind or be still in Shavasana. Okay, let's take the other knee towards the chest. So we're now neutralizing what we did to our hip in this. You're going to hold the knee to chest either with the strap or with your hands. Safely, let's extend that leg up to the sky. Use the strap around the ball of the foot or the heel of the foot. And then so we're treating two things, the broad shoulder frame using your hands, and we're treating the back of your extended leg. And we're also treating the stride because the other leg's involved. Once we get the feel of this, now continue with the breath. So the body needs this steady pull in the stretch, the feeling of pulling apart just a little bit. It's like taking a rubber band and just stretch the rubber band a little bit. So that's what we're doing with the back of the extended leg. We're actually using the strength in the arms and the grip in the fingers to treat the shoulders, to pin the shoulders down so they remain nice and broad. Begin counting with your breath. Safely bend this leg, bring the foot down, and choose to unwind or be still for some time. Now, for those who need the bolster on the other side, bend your legs and then drag the bolster on the other side for the twist on that side. Yeah, bend your legs and then drag the bolster over. Okay. Get your feet slightly wide, feet closer to your hips or further away from your hips for your comfort, and then drop your legs towards the other side. And if you need the bolster, push the bolster under the thigh. And do you know how you feel that slight turn where the femur in the hip and the hip is turning? Just allow that. That's where we want to target. This is very good for sciatica, even to just treat the sciatic nerve. So yin for your sciatic nerve. That's what this is. If you find that your head needs to also turn in a certain direction and it's happening naturally, then you can turn the face as well. Now let's focus on how we're breathing. Can we expand the lower region, the abdomen region, just slightly on the inhale? Can we slowly ride the breath up to the bottom of the lungs? And then can we exhale slowly? This is a practice to be your own doctor. This kind of breathing will help you become your own doctor. Check if your breath is smooth on an inhale and on the exhale. Is there a smooth flow of breath? Is there a smooth release of breath? Five more breaths. I'd like you to safely bring your knees back in and choose to unwind or straighten the legs just initially. What's the first thing you should do for your body? I'll stay there for 5 breaths. Now let's take both the legs in the strap to close this segment of our back, lower back, sciatic segment. So the strap will be again over the balls of the feet or the heels, legs bent or straight, angle of the legs 90 degrees or 60 degrees or 45. Hold the strap in both your hands. Feet can be separated. I like your feet to be slightly separated, not touching, because the legs are independent. Yeah. And then you'll find your equilibrium here, your centering. Let's hold this. Let's find stillness in this place. Find that each leg has its purpose for that hip. We're going to lower the legs slowly towards Shavasana. So let's go to one angle and hold it if you can. So you can build the strength to integrate the stretch into the back. See if you'd like to go another notch down. Only if you want to. If you've already gone down, that's good. Just stay with Shavasana. And then Denise, you can go all the way down and we'll bring closure in the practice now in either full Shavasana or half Shavasana. Let's take 10 more breaths. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Namaste.